Welcome to Anonymous Tarot. I'm Kleo, and I'll be exploring the symbolism and meaning behind the tarot cards with my co-host, Billie.
I'm excited to dive into the mysteries of the tarot with Kleo today, and we'll be focusing on the Four of Cups.
The Four of Cups is a card of introspection, isolation, and sometimes a sense of disconnection from the world around us.
That's a great point, Kleo. For me, the Four of Cups often represents a desire to step away from the chaos of life and find a sense of inner peace.
In the context of the Four of Cups, I see this as an invitation to slow down and listen to our own inner wisdom, rather than getting caught up in the external noise.
I like how you phrase that, Kleo. It's as if the Four of Cups is saying, take a moment to breathe, to reflect, and to reconnect with yourself.
In ancient Greek mythology, the Four of Cups is associated with the story of Demeter, the goddess of agriculture. When her daughter Persephone was abducted by Hades, Demeter's grief was so great that she refused to let the earth produce any crops until her daughter was returned.
This myth speaks to the idea of being disconnected from the natural world and our own inner sources of nourishment. The Four of Cups suggests that we may be withdrawing from life, rejecting the beauty and wonder that surrounds us.
Demeter's story also highlights the importance of ritual and ceremony in the healing process. When Persephone was eventually returned, Demeter's grief was so profound that she created the seasons as a way to honor her daughter's time in the underworld.
In this sense, the Four of Cups can be seen as a call to rebirth and renewal. It invites us to reflect on our own relationship with the cycles of life and to create rituals that help us reconnect with our inner selves.
This archetypal figure of the Four of Cups also speaks to the idea of being in a state of limbo, suspended between two states of being. It's a reminder that we are all on a journey, and that sometimes we need to slow down and listen to our own inner wisdom.
By embracing the stillness and introspection of the Four of Cups, we can tap into our own inner resources and discover new paths forward. It's a reminder that sometimes the greatest growth comes from surrender and letting go of our attachments to external validation.
In the Four of Cups, we find a figure sitting alone, surrounded by the remnants of a once vibrant celebration. This could be a moment of introspection, a pause between the wildness of a past experience and the uncertainty of the future.
I see this figure as a symbol of the self, withdrawing from the world to reconnect with its own depths. It's as if the person is trying to quiet the mind and listen to the whispers of the soul.
The cups themselves represent the vessels of emotions, the containers that hold our feelings and experiences. In this image, the cups are empty, yet they still hold a sense of gravity and weight.
I think that's what's so haunting about this image, the sense that something precious has been lost, and yet the figure remains rooted in a place of stillness and contemplation.
Perhaps this is a call to explore the parts of ourselves that we've neglected or overlooked, to sit with the emptiness and find a sense of meaning in the stillness.
That's a beautiful way to look at it, Kleo. And it makes me think of the idea that sometimes the most profound moments of growth and transformation occur in the spaces between the noise and the chaos.
The Four of Cups is often associated with feelings of isolation and disconnection from the world around us. It can be a call to take a step back, reassess our priorities, and listen to our own inner wisdom.
I think this card can also represent the pain of letting go. We are often social creatures, and when we are forced to withdraw from the world, it can feel like a loss of connection to ourselves and others.
That's a beautiful way to look at it, Billie. The Four of Cups can also be seen as a reminder that true connection is not something we find outside of ourselves, but rather a reflection of our own inner state.
I like how you're drawing on the mythological and symbolic aspects of this card, Kleo. In Celtic mythology, the cup is often associated with the otherworld, a realm that exists beyond the physical world.
Exactly. And the Four of Cups can be a reminder that there's a world beyond our immediate experience, a world of magic and wonder that's waiting to be tapped into.
It's almost like the card is saying, Don't get stuck in the routine. Take a moment to look inward and see what's really going on. It's a call to slow down and tune into our own intuition.
The Four of Cups is often associated with feelings of isolation and disconnection from the world around us. In ancient times, the cup was said to represent the sacred vessel of the gods, and when it's turned inward, it can indicate a sense of withdrawal or retreat from the world.
I think this card can also represent a need to slow down and reflect on our own inner world. We are so often encouraged to be productive and busy, but sometimes we just need to quiet the mind and listen to our own heartbeat.
That's a beautiful way to look at it, Billie. In many indigenous cultures, the Four of Cups is seen as a card of introspection and self-care. It's a reminder that we can't pour from an empty cup, and that taking time for ourselves is essential to being of service to others.
I love that, and I think it's also interesting to consider how this card can show up in our dreams. Sometimes, when we're in a state of heightened consciousness, we can tap into our own subconscious and uncover hidden patterns and desires.
That's a fascinating connection, Billie. In the context of dreams, the Four of Cups can indicate a sense of disconnection from our waking lives, but also a deep longing for something more. It's a call to explore the realms of the unknown and tap into our own inner wisdom.
I think this card can also represent a sense of nostalgia or longing for a past time or place. It's a reminder that even in our most difficult moments, we can find comfort and solace in the memories and experiences that have shaped us.
The cards have spoken.
We'll see you at the next draw.